What's going on, everybody? I am just loving life right now. Hello, everyone. Ro, what's up? As if it's your business. Mike Taylor, Jessica Stone, Fire Labs, Bill, Anthem, Todd, Mid. Um, really an excellent topic I want to go over today, not just because of the article and what happened in court, also because what is going to be the backlash and how things are going to start to crumble now. So I'm waiting for everyone to get in here. And I don't know if you've heard about this, but put a 1 in the chat if you have, put a 2 if you haven't, that a judge rules that law enforcement is not a profession. Put a 1 in the chat if you have heard it. Put a 2 in the chat if you have not. That law enforcement is not a profession. While you're doing that, if everyone could please smash that like button, would really appreciate it. Also, for our members, we have a cool Facebook group. We do video calls, all of the bonus footage, stuff that doesn't get on the channel, and some exclusive video footage goes to that group. You can be a member if you want. Right next to the subscribe button is a join. You can choose what tier you want. Also, super chat, that also helps us out. So let's take a look at the chat. Pretty good mix of 1s and 2s. Donald's heard of it. Tom hasn't. Hillsborough has not. Dina has heard of it. As if has. Rondon Mike has not. Mongoose. So pretty good. What's up, John? Pretty good mix of people here. So let's dive right into it. Everyone smash that like button, please. I'm going to share the screen. So this is really, and it's going to start to break the police apart, not just in their self-esteem and their hopes and dreams being dashed, but it's also going to really hurt with police being afforded credibility and with their qualified immunity. You just have to look at it retrospectively in the right way. So let's take a peek, okay? I'm going to read this article along with you guys, make it nice and big so you can see it. Welcome, everybody. So now this was written by someone who's not happy. The guy that wrote this, in my opinion, is a bootlicker. He's E.J. Montini of the Arizona Republic. Arizona judge rules that law enforcement is not a profession. Opinion, a challenge to the makeup of Arizona's Board of Executive Clemency, redefined, not in a good way, the dedicated individuals who enforce the law. Now, Arizona's Board of Clemency is an appeals board for folks that are on death row. So that way you can, get your appeal overturned. The issue that this judge took is that this board of executive clemency is mostly made up of police and law enforcement officials. So how are the people that are looking for post-conviction relief going to get a fair shake from the folks that put them behind bars? Like I said, the person that wrote this article is an avid bootlicker, in my opinion. And folks, also, by the way, if you'd like to super chat, feel free. We'd really appreciate it. Also, if you want to send us some PayPal, paypal.me/accountability for all. We are back on the road. Cali Life, great to see you. Let's just dig right into this article. If you haven't heard it, it's the guy who wrote it's I don't like him, but we'll read the article itself. The idea was not to throw the entire law enforcement community under the bus, although that is what the judge did. The idea was to challenge the makeup of Arizona's Board of Executive Clemency. That was the plan of the legal representatives of death row inmate Clarence Dixon. They filed a petition with the court saying that the board was illegally constituted by having too many former law enforcement professionals on it. According to the state, no more than 2 members from the same professional discipline shall be members of the board at the same time. It's a good rule, one of those rare instances of common sense from our state lawmakers. The idea is to populate the board with a cross-section of citizenry, since the group will be making life and death decisions. It's called equal justice and measures, people, checks and balances. So if you're looking for post-conviction relief, or you're looking to get a death sentence commuted or a life sentence changed, then this should be from a group of people who who make up, farmers, teacher, school bus driver, throw a cop in there, retired lawyer. The purpose is to not have all the people that put you in prison in the first place. Who knew they weren't professionals? In Arizona, the governor can commute a death sentence, but can only do it so if that is what the clemency board recommends. Cali Life, thank you so much. The board is supposed to have 5 members. 1 seat is vacant at the moment, and 3 of the others are filled with men who spent their professional lives in law enforcement. So you have 5 seats. Now, there's, by the rules defined, you're not supposed to have more than 2 people that share the same profession. So you have 5 people on this board. 1's vacant. That leaves 4 spaces. So you can at most have 2 law enforcement officers. You can have 2 lawyers. It's supposed to be spread up. There's 4 seats. 3 are held by cops. So they're making life and death decisions. They don't even have the legal capabilities to do so. The second part of this argument that I would state is a huge problem. And here's the huge problem, folks, is that law enforcement officers, cops, are taught to enforce the law. They have no training on understanding the law, articulating the law, and disseminating what the law does not mean. Look who we have here today, Polly Crispitus.
I like to publicly denounce all auditors. Blue Lives Matter.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Right.
So, looking at this, they don't have they just know by codes and statutes, they don't even understand case precedents. So if they're not able to make legal decisions that define precedents when they're making an arrest, when they're obtaining reasonable articulable suspicion, or the higher bar for probable cause to make an arrest, they don't have the ability when they're making an arrest to decide what the law means. I would argue that they in no way, shape, or form can fast forward to the death sentence or life portion part to have any say what that might mean. But let's continue. The board is supposed to have 5 members. 1 seat is vacant at the moment, and 3 of the others are filled with men who spent their professional lives in law enforcement. Or so they thought. Michael Johnson and Salvador Freni each retired from the Phoenix Policy Department after decades of service. Luis Quinones spent years working for different agencies within the same profession, or so he presumed. Maricopa County Superior Court Judge Stephen Hopkins disagreed, ruling that, and I quote, historically, law enforcement has not been thought of as a profession. Judge Stephen Hopkins, you might as well be as genius as the person that shares similarities in your name as Stephen Hawkins. You got that right. At the end of it, we're going to talk about what this means, because when you start going down the rabbit hole of what this precedence is that this judge set, because although it just pertains to a clemency board, this is going to be used in all facets and can be used in all facets of legal precedents and case precedents. So let's talk about what's going to happen down the road. All of a sudden, if law enforcement is not a profession, that means policing is not a profession. That means being a cop isn't really a job. Then how, in their professional opinion, can they give recommendations to a jury? How are they afforded qualified immunity? A judge in his jury instructions instructs the jury that a police officer should be granted more credibility than other witnesses because of their level of professionalism and expertise. But if they are not a professional, then they are not an expert. And if they are not an expert, they have no professional expertise to pull the car over, to believe that they smelled drugs or that someone's eyes were glassed over. Silly Professional Standards Bureau, really. Because every single law enforcement officer I've ever come in contact with over the years, individuals who have studied criminal justice, gone through rigorous training at the police academy, and spent years, sometimes decades, developing their skills and their expertise, consider themselves to be part of a proud, universally recognized profession. No, well, you're right. So let's talk about the individuals that have studied criminal justice. Here's a hard friggin' statistic for you people at home. Less than 6.5% police officers have actually studied criminal justice. Most people that study criminal justice either go into law fields, or they become a lawyer, paralegal, in some cases, youth counselors, in many cases, professors, teachers, civics, stuff like that, what have you. Less than 6.5% of police officers actually go and take criminal justice. Okay, that leaves 93.5% of them that are going to a 6-month fucking course. Now, this 6-month course that grants them qualified immunity, they have no idea how to disseminate what law is. But let's fast forward and give them a board and a seat that can take someone's life away from them. Well, why don't we just skip the whole part where 20 years later on death row they can take your life from you? They're just taking your life from you now. They have tasers and all sorts of fun toys where they can just kill you right off rip. I mean, the fact that he's and let's talk about rigorous training. Rigorous training, really. Do you have any idea how long the police academy is on a national average? A national average. We're talking about 90 fucking days.
Hey,
90 fucking days.
how long does it take to be a barber?
18 months. That's it. Now that's kind of pushing it, because if you're a barber that can't use the straight edge razor that gives me the cool part in my hair, you got 18 months. If you get that extra 3 months of training, 3 months, that's 90 days to use a straight razor to cut a part in somebody's head.
Can we check out that hair one more time?
Absolutely. This is for you, Paul.
I mean, look at that. Look at that, people. Oh. Perfection. American hero.
So, and these are the people that are making these stupid fucking decisions, and it seems reverse. You have uneducated police officers that are putting people in jail for their life, like Shane Shoemate, hashtag Shane. And then you have stupid judges that are just backing these bootlickers. And then you have people that are writing this article that don't work for a real newspaper, because for the most time, you don't have this many ads. Okay, like the Limu, Emu, and Doug, respectively, make more appearances in this website than this guy's shitty interpretation of what this awesome judge, Stephen Hopkins, has stated. Let's continue with the article. Not according to this judge, who said of the non-profession of law enforcement, it is not as regulated as other professions are, and has little of the characteristics of what is typically considered a profession. I agree. I mean, the police have absolutely run rampant, and let's talk about it's not as regulated as other professions are, because some people are going to say, dude, being a cop is pretty regulated. I did a video yesterday where I was assaulted by a police officer for conducting a constitutionally protected activity. This cop was a lieutenant. He was in charge of the Internal Affairs Bureau, and he insisted that I give my complaint to him. Of course, I refused. When I refused, he told me flat out that he would not investigate it at all. He later, during the video, said that he never said that. Camera doesn't lie, cops do. And that's just how that goes. So it is not as regulated as other professions. And also, he says, has little of the characteristics of what is typically considered a profession. I would agree. Hard work, ethics, commitment, ethical pursuit and practice. I would say, Paul, what about you? Those are pretty much 4 things that you would find in any profession. Like, any employer would probably want you to have those 4 characteristics.
You would hope so. You would hope so.
Decent employee. None of those characteristics found in the majority of law enforcement, of only whom 6.5% have undergone this, criminal training.
All joking aside, I've thought about this, like I give the whole auditing thing a bunch of crap, I do, because, just some of it to me is just monotonous, but some of it's really good. But talking about cops in general, though, I really feel in my heart that a lot of these guys, like, they should have to do like community outreach for the first year. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about community patrolling, Josh. I'm talking about community outreach. Get to know the people in the community. Get to know what they're actually going through. Get to, be involved in the community, and then merge into being a cop so they can get a little bit more understanding. Also, how many times have we heard these guys say, well, how am I supposed to know all the laws? Well, goddamn, if you're going to, accuse me of breaking one, you better, if you're going to enforce, you better fucking know them. You know what I mean? But I mean, it just boggles my mind. We always make that back and forth about how long does it take to be a barber, how long does it take to be a cop, or how long does it take to be this, how long does it take to be that. But it's true though. You know what I mean? The facts are facts. You know what I mean? I mean, in
Well,
something as
you're
important, because
absolutely right.
I believe there's absolutely a place for police. You have to have law.
I agree.
You know what I mean? But I feel like they try to rush these guys through so quickly that it's ridiculous. It's just, and then you have these old heads from back in, the 1950s and 60s and 70s or whatever that that are teaching these guys, and unfortunately, that way of thinking is just not acceptable anymore. You know what I mean?
Well, let's talk about community policing. So, like in two of these instances, I'm referring to a live stream and a static video, a live stream I did yesterday, the static video of which I released today. So I am at a police station conducting a constitutionally protected activity. By the way, whom the first officer I spoke to said perfectly legal to go back there. Second officer I spoke to was like, yeah, there's nothing that says you can't walk back there. We just prefer it. The second guy was willing to assault me over a law that didn't fucking exist. So, I mean, but going on to the second thing, they had community policing. I went searching the town of Lawrence and I found cops in an ice cream truck. Listen, I teach my friggin' kids, don't take candy, don't take ice cream from fucking strangers. The fact that they were giving out blue ribbon ice cream, I just thought was fucking hysterical. But you're talking about
They couldn't even do Hershey's. That's fucked up.
police giving out ice cream. So the first thing that that pops in my mind is I start looking for their Serve Safe certification. So they've gone through the proper Serve Safe certification training so they can be able to operate a food service establishment. That's what you are. I look for their proper permitting and licensures that would allow them to give out food to the public, none of which they had, all of which they require. Even as a police, that's why I have to do police barbecues and stuff. You can't give this stuff out to the public. They're riding around in a 1970s ice cream truck handing out Blue Bunny ice cream sandwiches. So you want to know what the cost of selling your soul is? A fucking popsicle. That's it. Because while I'm getting beat down the street because I'm practicing a constitutionally protected activity, they are indoctrinating your kids at the cost of fucking ice cream. Welcome, Roper Overbearing, by the way. But some people might say that's not a big deal. I'm willing to let them do that because
Well,
they're
yeah,
giving.
but hold on though. Yeah, I mean, you bring up a good point. So, you're talking about all that, but how many times have you seen these videos, Josh? How many times where these people are out there trying to give food out, to people, and they're locking them down. They're
Well,
locking them down.
so this is what I was going to bring up. I was segueing to this. In 2017, a little boy was in Lawrence, Massachusetts. I'm lying if I say I remembered his exact age. He was either 7 or he was 10. And him and mom made a lemonade stand. And they were giving lemonade out and selling lemonade. Now, it was not the police that showed up on their own. A Karen neighbor did contact the police department.
How
When the
ridiculous.
police department showed up, they decided that this little boy did not have a Serve Safe certification. He did not have proper permitting or licensing. He was liable for anything that might happen to these people. So he was not allowed to do his lemonade stand. He was not allowed to pass out food or drink to the public because he wasn't properly insured. So this kid had to pack his shit and go home. The American dream has been dashed. And now cops are passing out ice cream to the
Yeah.
same freaking kids in front of
Yep.
a library. I mean, the point is law and fucking order. We do need police, but not at the detriment that they can do whatever they want. We can't do what we want. They are bound by the same law of the land that governs our freedom.
I mean, they act like that old saying. What they do is like my mom when I would get in trouble. Mom, you do it, but what was always her rebuttal? Do as I say, not what I
Not as they
do.
do. Yeah.
That's really the concept of what they think they're entitled to.
Yeah, I mean, and just look at it. This guy's arguing you can't go into a parking lot. And imagine this guy on the board of clemency. You may or may not have committed the crime that you've been accused of. It's stated that 4% of Americans are illegally incarcerated and wrongfully incarcerated. That's a combined statistic with those who have been sentenced or those who are awaiting trial. 4%. That may not sound like a big number. However, 4% equivalates to about 100,000 people. So by government statistics, there are 100,000 people behind bars right now for something they didn't do. And the guy that doesn't know it's okay to film in public and will assault you over it is the guy that's going to decide if you're going to sit in the chair. And just so you know, in Alabama, you have two choices of going to the death chamber. Here are your two choices, folks. Electric chair, or excuse me, North Carolina, electric chair or firing squad. This is a fact.
Yeah, they don't have lethal restriction.
An inmate just decided that he would rather face a firing squad. Now listen to this. Corrections officers that just have licenses to carry firearms that are not police officers, 3 guards will shoot 3 times each, aiming at center mass to hit you in the chest, right? That's cruel and unusual punishment. So now we have police officers that are arresting you, literally judge, jury, and executioner. They now play every single role in a role that limits them to enforcing the law. And I think that's why this judge is calling it a non-profession. But let's continue. Not according to the judge who said non-profession law enforcement. It is not. Okay, so this must have come as a shock to say. The Phoenix Police Department, which presumably will now disband its Professional Standards Bureau, since according to this particular court ruling, its officers are not professional. We will get to that. And this is going to be a big issue in court again, because it's part of the verbiage a judge will say, in your professional opinion, in your professional history, in the course of your professional duties. Give your expert opinion. Well, if you're not a fucking professional, you have no professional and or expert opinion. So now your opinion is moot. So for you to testify that in your professional opinion, this person might have been drinking or might have had drugs or might have been practicing their constitutional liberties, that's gone. That's out the window. Now you literally are some clown in a costume harassing people, which is where this is going to go. So the lawyers for inmate Dixon are contemplating an appeal of the judge's ruling, which would result in the first time ever that the entire law enforcement community joined forces with a death row inmate. Now let's look at how quickly the ship will jump. Now, because this person, by suspending these police officers, that would leave the seat open longer. So this guy wouldn't be able to get his hearing in time. So he's saying, fuck it. I'd rather go with the cops than miss my opportunity to appeal and actually be dead. So I'll go with the cops. So now the death row inmate murderer is now teamed up with the police. The police are not above it now. Now they'll team up with this guy. So for the first time ever, death row and the non-professional law enforcement professionals will get together. And I guarantee you, these cops are able to keep their position in appealing this. I guarantee you this guy is not going to get the death penalty, right? It's this guy's lawyer that are now fighting for this cop's job just so he can stay alive. This is the affording that we're giving to the police. So law enforcement community joined forces with a death row inmate. Not for nothing. It's ironic because it's the cops that put him there. But let's continue. Oh, actually, that's it. So going back to the top again, this is from AZ Central, written by E.J. Bootlicker Montini of the Arizona Republic. And this decision was given down by Judge Stephen Hopkins. Really, really interesting article. The guy that wrote it sucks. He can't write worth a friggin' damn. I don't claim to be a journalist. Certainly I can write better than that, but this is going to open an interesting, it's going to set off a ripple effect here because like I said, how are these officers professional now? What gives them professionalism? You know, look at how many police cruises you'll see. Professionalism, courtesy,
integrity.
And Paul, like, just because he's up on my panel, you might think he may be somewhat biased. Now, his name used to be Constitutional Crusader, but he's a
True.
constitutionalist in the sense, not so much like for the First Amendment auditors, but he's a constitutionalist in the sense that he believes that the freedoms granted to us by our forefathers are not suggestions, they're not open for debate, they are
Exactly.
God-given, inalienable rights. There is no questioning it, and that's that. He actually doesn't really watch too many First Amendment auditors because he thinks the point of going out to like a police station just to film the cops is kind of stupid. He will watch some people if he finds that there's an equal balance of entertainment and
True.
knowledge.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, I mean, what do you think about this article?
No, buddy. I mean, all joking aside, I mean, you just worded it right. How my thoughts are. But I mean, you're right. I mean, if it's not a profession, it's not a profession. Therefore, how could you have a professional opinion when you go to court? You can't. You know what I mean? And then that springs from a bunch of different other things you now have to look at. You know, if you don't have a professional opinion, what does that opinion amount to anything? Then you know what I mean? Um, it's just crazy. I mean, it's going to be something to watch. I can tell you that within the next year, the next year and a half, seeing how people actually interpret that or put that into play. You know what I mean?
So Dana says public service is not a profession. Public servants must be professional at all times. I agree 100%. And I don't think I could have stated it better myself. Public service is not a profession. It's a service to the public. You know, a profession is a barber. A profession is not for nothing an executioner was one of the most sought after and well-paid professions of the medieval era. A king. The king, that was not a profession. That was a title of nobility. And no titles of nobility shall be granted or recognized. That's why when Thomas Jefferson wanted George Washington to be called His Highness or His Royalty or His Excellency, George Washington said, no, we literally just left a bunch of red-coated assholes.
Wait a minute. You always refer to me as the king of fuck.
Yes, because if they fuck on me, I fuck on them, and I just happen to be the king of the ring.
Nobility.
No titles of nobility shall be granted.
Let's see that part down here.
Yes, yeah.
That's good. Look good, right, people?
Yeah, 18 months, by the way. So my barber is 4.5 times more experienced than a police officer. So what I want to also bring up, guys, is this is a big deal because let's look at any precedents that has been talked about. For example, a St. Louis Superior Court judge, Supreme Court judge Superior Court justice said that no homeless person shall be made to move what was the exact wording? No homeless person shall be forced to move if there is no better place for slumber. That doesn't mean if the cop thinks across the street is better than where the homeless person is sleeping, that person can go across the street. When they say if there's no better place to slumber, that means if they don't have a home, any public easement is okay. If you're impeding a sidewalk or you're sleeping on the road, obviously that's an issue. But every time you see a homeless person move and you fight that cop and you say there's case law, and there's actually places that won't make homeless people move because of that case law. It's precedent now. So that's being regurgitated in other cases, especially now when homeless people are being arrested. That's the first thing their attorney's going to go to, and they're going to say, Judge, listen, it's already been ruled that if there's no better place for slumber, a person cannot be evicted from a public easement. And now what's going to happen is there is going to be some lawyer, probably some hot shot that wants to make a name for himself. And as soon as the prosecution says, okay, Officer Dick, thank you for your service and keeping me safe. And thank you for the ice cream cone. That was lovely. In your professional opinion, was this guy involved in a drug deal? And then the defense is going to say, objection, Your Honor, hearsay. And then the prosecutor is going to say, well, it's not hearsay, Your Honor. That goes to his professional opinion. And then the defense is going to say it is hearsay because he has no professional training. He has no education. Law enforcement is not a profession. Therefore, he cannot have a professional opinion. So he would be misleading the jury. At best, it is hearsay. And then one judge in one court in one state somewhere is going to say sustained. And that's going to be the floodgates. That is going to be the floodgates. I mean, how many cases where they're going to go back when ruling was like surgical to the point where someone got put away because of a cop's professional opinion? Then you're going to start post-conviction relief expertise. And the Innocence Project is going to have a whole new unit where they investigate non-police professionalism prosecution. It's going to be a thing. It's coming. It's coming, people. And when it does, let this dickhead know at AZ Central that you really appreciate his opinion. I mean, listen, there's one thing, and here's what I don't get. This guy is a journalist. You know what I mean? The First Amendment is what gives him his income. The First Amendment puts a roof over his head and food in his belly and Charmin Ultra Strong Soft to wipe his bootlicking ass when he's done taking a dookie. Look, even in this picture, he writes in the caption, if the officers in the car aren't law enforcement professionals, what are they? I mean, the same thing they've always been, clowns and road pirates. Now, which we get to the next question.
Not all of them. Some of them are really good.
Okay. Here's the thing. I do believe.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing. Now, Paul, the one thing that even my haters cannot say, I only put out negative interactions with
No, for sure. Like, I mean, the live stream that you did, was it yesterday or the day before? I mean,
yeah,
you had good interactions, and then you had not so great.
And then after that, the other cop was like, well, let's go talk somewhere quiet so you don't scream at me. I was like, no, you didn't do anything wrong to me. I have no reason to scream at you. You didn't earn that. I have, even if people don't want to see them, even as of recently, I've put out videos of good interactions with police. But I challenge you that I have close to 20 million views. And of those 20 million views, just under 700 videos. I may have 30 positive interactions. And I don't go screaming at cops. I don't. Like, people might not like my mouth, but when the cops get my mouth, it's because they earned my mouth. I think people's biggest beef is they just don't like what comes out of my mouth when I'm angry. But I never go into a situation just giving cops shit. I don't. I wait for them to violate my rights or to try and enforce some inordinate, non-existent fucking law to try and terminate my constitutional liberties, and then they get the gangsta, right? That's when they get the tongue fu and the verbal jujitsu. So if we're looking at 40 out of 700, them's is real bad statistics, right? Like that's not looking good. We need law and order because we, the people, can't operate in an established government where anyone can just do whatever they want and there's tonal.
Well, you saw, I mean, you saw that 2 years ago with Seattle, right? What was it called, Josh?
What do you mean?
That little fucking.
Oh, the free state of Minneapolis.
Yeah. That was a fucking train wreck. Fucking train wreck.
It is, and but when you break it down, then it comes to us because it's our fault. We gave away so many rights that when we start demanding our rights back, we don't know what the fuck to do with the freedoms we just took back from these people because we gave them away so long. So, I mean, literally, like, people are like, yeah, fuck the cops. Yeah, fuck the cops. The police are running and hiding, and the people are running the government. And they're like, yeah, we run the government. There's no security at the iPhone store. Let's go. And it's complete anarchy because people don't know how to control themselves. But Minneapolis was heading in the right direction when they said they were going to go for a more organic approach. Their officers weren't going to have weapons. They were going to go after something that was similar to the UK does its police force. Hold on.
Stolen valor.
Yeah, stolen valor. The Department of I don't even know what this is from. Okay. Oh, Heather says that the Department of Justice says it's a trade. Thank you, not a profession. What was I talking about before she stole my valor?
Something about how good my profile picture looked like.
Oh, organic approach. So what they were supposed to do is they were supposed to mirror the UK, where 95% of the cops did not carry firearms, and there were special violence response units that would go to each call if there was need for a firearm, right? If the cops really needed something that bad. That's what they were supposed to do. And I thought that was a great idea. It also restricted their ability to make arrests. Like they could detain you pretty much as a cop could detain you now, but they wouldn't be able to decide if, like, they could only decide reasonable articulable suspicion to detain you. And then a more trained and educated professional would show up and review the officer's assessment and decide if it had met the burden for probable cause to affect an arrest. And that was a great idea. Did it happen? No. A Boring Sandwich says, you say anarchy like it's a bad thing at Accountability for All. I think it depends on what your definition of anarchy is. I will tell you, people.
I think anarchy is bad.
I traveled the country when it was at the peak. Like I'm telling you, there's videos.
And you definitely did. I mean, you were in the midst of everything. You were in the midst of the riots over there in fucking where was it, Minnesota or whatever it was.
Minnesota, Indianapolis, Boston, Texas, Florida. And I know at that point, Paul and I wasn't friends. So, I mean, at one point I had a tennis racket. I had a fucking tennis racket and I was trying to whack away tear gas. I was in Kenosha about 50 feet from when Kyle Rittenhouse shot that friggin' Chomo. I mean, like I was in the midst of it. I saw the breakdown.
I was actually hoping you get hit by a rubber bullet.
I know you was.
I know. I was like, come on, bullets! Come on, bullets!
I got maced and everything. And like I saw, like, for example, I think that Boston was my hope for leading the nation and how things could have went. They traveled all the way from Dorchester. And I tell the story all the time because it was like enlightening. Old cobblestone streets that are protected because they're historical. So 24,000 people marching these cobblestone streets all the way up to the State House to demand accountability. Peaceful the entire time. And for the first time, like normally when people protest, it's people that hate the cops, people that were just recently arrested, they have friends and family in jail. This was like doctors, rich people walking around through the rich parts of Boston where they're getting involved and they're supporting us, And it was powerful because not that many people had walked those same ancient cobblestone roads since the British were being chased out of Dodge. And not one arrest was made. Everything was entirely peaceful. And then it took one asshole to start breaking into Apple stores. And that was able to take this to the next place, breaking into mom and pop stores. These big companies that get bailouts from the government, they can afford to survive. A mom and pop's convenience store that's been in business for 110 years that already can't pay its bills because of the pandemic and the effects it's had on them as a family and financially. Now the windows are destroyed, everything's tagged up, and people that could be the most racist in America will put Black Lives Matter or we support Black lives in our windows just as a deterrent to keep them from getting fucking broken. I think it really depends on what anarchy is. Now, when you say no rule, I think that we figured out that no rule is not possible when we changed it from you have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of property to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, because it's just not effective in society to go and shoot your neighbor because you want his lawn. I think that we can all agree that that doesn't exist. There needs to be some sort of governing body and law. And the founding fathers agreed with that as well. I don't think they could have foresaw that we had cell phones and dildos and all sorts of fun things that we have now. But, we make do with what we got. Paul, are you enjoying the one I sent you?
The dildo?
Yeah.
Yeah. AFA edition. That's nice, dude.
Yeah, I actually
who manufactures that stuff for you?
Me.
Wow. You're quite the man around town, buddy. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people really don't know that you have the dildo connection in Boston.
I do. I'm that guy.
You got the market corner. It's nice. It's good times.
So
Hey,
I can't wait to see what happens with this, Paul. I mean, I think that I can't wait to see the first hot shot that goes on TV and goes, "I did it! I challenged the judge. It's not a profession." And you can just remember that you heard me and Paul say, Paul and I say it first.
well, maybe you'll be that guy.
Here's the problem, Mike. In an anarchy society, the good people take out the bad. Well, here's the thing. Who decide who is good and who is bad? Because if I bet you ask the police, they'll say that they're good and we're bad, which is why the Constitution allows us the right to have a well-maintained militia. So when tyranny oppresses us and the majority of the people that think they are good are actually bad, we have a militia where we can go ahead and get rid of that bad. The problem is then comes in words like treason and espionage, right? It doesn't make a lot of sense. History and the Constitution tells us that if we think you, the government, is being tyrannical, we're just going to take you over. See you later. We'll vote a new one in. But if we try and do that, then we're now treasonous. History has always been and will always be written by the victors. And we had a very small margin post and at the time of George Floyd, where we could have been the victors if we did things the right way. I tell this story all the time. Guy sat down in Minneapolis City Hall or the State House, whatever it was, and he wrote down on a piece of paper a secession. He said, "We are the people of the free state of Minneapolis." He seceded. For about 12 hours, Minneapolis was its own separate entity, outside the jurisdiction and the power of the United States. That had not been done since what was his name? The president of Texas, Stephen what? What was his name, Paul?
Stevie Wonder. Yeah.
No, what was his name? Write it in the chat. Write it in the chat. I'm gonna look it up right now. The president of Texas. Hold on.
Listen, I'm looking at a hot girl's butt right now, so I don't have time for that.
Has anyone written it yet? Sam Houston.
Okay, well that was way off. Okay, bud.
So Sam Houston, 1836, he seceded, and you'll notice that Texas is the only state where the state flag flies higher than the United States flag. Excuse me 1 second. 1 second. Sorry about that. So they seceded, and part of his demands were that, all right, we'll give you Texas back, but the people of Texas are stronger. The people of Texas seceded. The people of Texas were able to do on their own what couldn't be done in the Revolutionary or Civil War. The people of Texas are a force to be reckoned with. The people of Texas are higher than any other citizens. So our flag will always fly higher than the flag of the United States of America. That's why when you go to Texas, you'll see the Texas flag flying higher. And that could be the case. The state flag for Minneapolis, the new flag of Minneapolis, could have been flying higher if we had done it the right way. Instead, we decided that we wanted to act like morons. Everyone had the right to be upset. Everyone had the right to do what they did. I think that we had one of two directions, and for the most part, people gave up the drive, the fire, the passion that made them that angry, and they exchanged it for some free shit and some broken windows.
I agree with that. I think whatever was the point trying to be made was diminished by a bunch of douchebags who took it the other way. So I mean, it is what it is.
But what I will say is the cops that tried to quell that uprising, I feel like I was put in danger because the cops that did that were not professionals. I don't know, liberty or death, come and take it. And I think that a boring sandwich, I think we have a different definition of anarchy. I think that you need to have some rule of government to make things work. You just do. I think that government should be super, super limited, and I think that it should have total civilian oversight. There's nothing that one person can do, and saying that there is oversight. There's the House of Representatives. There's the Senate. There's the Governor's Committee. I mean, really, you don't have that much say. Like, if you want to take it to the ballot box, if you're looking at it like surgically, we don't have the ability to sway something. We, the people, would have to get together and cast our ballots and our opinions with the same force that we did when we stood up and said, we're not going to have another person say they can't breathe and die at the hands of a person that is not a professional. Who knew? Derek Chauvin was not a professional. Who knew that? I didn't know until right now. Perfect.
Chauvin seemed okay.
Yeah. if you like cock bags.
That's why you brought me up here. Let's be honest. I'm the yin
You're
to
the
your
comic.
yang.
You're the comic relief. Heather Holt actually is the person that sent me this article, and because it takes days for me to respond to my message, my instant messages, and my texts, I was really only able to read it today. And I said, "Holy!"
Yeah, in your defense, you get a lot. Okay, bud.
I have gotten a lot.
You do get a lot. I don't think people realize how many messages and emails you get. I know. Anna knows.
We got 3 email addresses now. We got mine, which is overrun. So now the AFA crew is starting to get hit, and then DMAFA pranks. Like, I'm getting hit from civil rights. I'm getting hit from people who want to have their ex-girlfriend called and told they have STDs. And I'm getting like, there's no side I'm not getting hit on. I have my secretary. If they can't get through to me, they message Banana Ranner. So
that's right. And if you want to message her, you can find her at Anna's Stolen Valor at gmail.com. Again, that's Anna's Stolen Valor at
gmail.com.
That's right.
I'll put it on the ticker. If you want to PayPal her, you can PayPal her at paypal.me/stolenvalor. But if you really actually want to send PayPal, it's paypal.me/accountability for all. That's everyone in the world's PayPal. And we
That's right.
And I won't say we when Paulie's up here because I won't want to. I hate when I do that. I go back. I say we so much because I got like we the people. So I started training myself to say we. So we came in or we were back because it's not just me. It's everyone watching.
Right.
And I'll do like a live stream and I'll be like, all right, guys, yeah, we're really working hard. We're out here for you. If you want to help us out, you can help us by going to paypal.me/accountability for all. And then I realized that there's other people with me and they're like, not me. They're not we. They're like, hopes and dreams dashed like these cops. So.
You know what I think you should do? I think you should go outside right now.
Mm-hmm.
Grab your phone, go outside, go up to your first cop that you see, and just give him a hug. And that's how you bridge the gap, Josh. You shut up, Anna. You're Stolen Valor. You go outside, you bridge the gap, you say, listen, I get it, bro. Let's bridge that gap. And then you just embrace him.
I did something similar to that, Paul. And I'm glad you mentioned that. I haven't released this video because, to be honest with you, I was kind of embarrassed. And I basically gave the cop a hug. Did you want to see it?
Yes, I would.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess I'll show everyone.
I mean, I feel like, everyone always says you're the American hero, you know what I mean? And that sounds like something a hero would do.
Yeah, so I did. It's uploading right now. I gave a cop a hug. So let's show the video of me giving a cop a hug. Cops need hugs. They do.
I think there should be a national hug a cop day.
Now you're making me sick to my stomach.
What do you mean? Hey, listen. People can think whatever you want, but you're the first person to say you like good cops.
Yeah, I do. If there's a good cop, then I will recognize them for what they've done and for how they act. But the problem is just, like I said, 40 out of 700. And that's not just like, oh, Boston's bad. I don't know every other auditor, but of the people I've worked with, and I've worked with some of the biggest names in activism, I've covered more ground. I have hit every single fucking state except Hawaii, Alaska, and North Dakota. Every other state in this country I have conducted an audit in, whether it's been a police station, a post office, a city hall, a jail, every single fucking one. So that's from around the country. 40 out of 700, that's bad.
Now, have you told everyone about your 2023 world tour coming in 2023?
With
Or,
Muhammad, my man, with Heavy D, I got the mic in my hand.
you know what I mean?
We're getting out to Hawaii. Hey, mahalo.
You're going to be internationally known on the microphones.
I got a wife, but I never leave. I got a life,
No,
but I never leave my wife at home.
I need a girl to ride, ride, ride. I need a girl.
All right, now that Polly's saying, I'm going to share this picture of me hugging this cop. I will fast forward it to where the hug happens. There's a Darren who helped me realize that these cops needed a hug. They definitely knocked on us. We're in arguably one of the worst neighborhoods in Boston. It's a sad day. He went and found them cops. Someone filming the cruiser. The wheelchair. Pushing a wheelchair, and he won't be able to get on this sidewalk.
Oh, I'm kind of weird. You all right?
Huh?
You all right?
Why wouldn't I be?
Oh, I'm kind of weird. This video.
You all right? You're parking on handicap access.
Oh, I'm sorry. We had an emergency call.
Oh, I don't see no lights going.
You need lights going to the car?
You need lights for an emergency.
Not to the car.
Huh?
Not to the car.
What happened to the guy across the street with the wheelchair?
What's that?
What about the guy that was walking down the street with a wheelchair? He couldn't get up over
The
here.
guy pushing the empty wheelchair with nobody in
Who
it?
cares? He has a wheelchair. You're in front of wheelchair access. Stop acting suspicious.
What?
Stop acting suspicious.
Can't hear you, bud.
Anything in your car we should know about? There's a smile.
Have a go on, bye.
You too, man.
Wait a minute, you didn't give him a hug. You lied.
That's the closest you're going to get to a cop hug. Fact. I turned him. He hated me. I told him he had drugs in his vehicle. He laughed and told me to have a great day. That's the closest that you're going to get from a cop hug.
I feel like I've been lied to, and I don't like it.
You're watching my channel. That's like par for the course.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, I really thought you was gonna embrace that cop and be like, just whisper in the ear, "I understand." You know what I mean?
You know.
Good doing it now. Good doing it.
Here's how you can disarm them. Like, there's some people in that situation that would scream at the cop, "Yo, piece of shit!" Like, I don't do what I just did because, like, I did it for a purpose. Like, I've been doing this probably longer than that cop's been a cop. He was relatively new. I am a profession. This is a profession for me. So instead of just screaming at them and get the reaction, it's easier to just disarm them. Like, you can tell when you start doing this, like any profession, when you're a bartender, you can tell who's having a bad day, who needs another drink, and who wants to talk. You know, sometimes just like you can tell a cop's a tyrant, you need to coax it out of him. Sometimes I can tell a tyrant's not a bad dude, and he's not really a tyrant. You just got to coax it out of him. So that's why I was like, a little joke. There's a smile. And then what did he do? After being a fucking shitbag, he was like, "Have a great day, bud." You know what I mean? Like, that's the closest you'll get to me hugging a cop. I think they suck out loud. You know? Just like I think you suck out loud, Paul. If everyone thinks Paul sucks out loud, please put a 1 in the chat. If you think Paul definitely sucks out loud, please put a 2 in the chat. If you think Paul's great, put a 3. Let's wait.
I'm sure they're going to put 3. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm a I'm a
Blue
beloved.
Lives Matter said 3. You got 1-3.
Yeah, I'm a beloved character. You know what I mean?
Gotcha says 3. You got 2 3s, 1 2. 3 3s, 1 2.
And
4 3s, 1 2.
Heather Holt loves me. First off, she's lying.
That's bullshit. I was hoping people hated you.
Look, Beth gave me a 5. That means I'm a 3 plus 2. Shit.
All right, so let's watch this. Everyone, I want everyone to know that Paulie is a piece of shit. I would like you to change your opinion and now put a 1 in the chat because he doesn't think audits are cool. He thinks that they're stupid and also he sucks out loud. So
Okay,
everyone, please
the
change your
second
3
part
to a
is
1.
right. The
Let's
second part is right. I suck out loud, but the first part is not true. You know how I feel about auditing.
let's all put a 1 in the chat and make sure that we properly reflect Paulie's bootlickerism. Look, there we go. We already have your first 2 1s. Your first 2 3s have now changed to 1s. Everyone has now changed their mind.
No,
And
that's
there's a point.
that's because they're drinking the AFA'd.
The Gatorade AFA.
Yeah,
Well,
that's right.
there's a point to why I did that. Is see how easy that was, people. Like if I say something, like you'll take what I say at face value.
You guys are a bunch of lemons, is what you are.
Paulie really is a good guy, but let's look at if the cops flipped the script. They handed out ice cream. It's that easy to change your opinion here now. Who is disseminating your information matters. Their professionalism, which cops don't have because they're not professionals, that matters. Their education, their approach, their tenacity, their respect for the game, regardless of what that game is. Those are all things that should take part into what you're listening to.
I hear what you say. So, but here's my thing. You know, when I talk about community outreach, I'm not even talking about community policing. Fuck the policing part of it, Josh. I'm talking about community outreach where they actually get into these inner cities and build rapport. Build rapport not by policing, but by knowing their families, being involved, that kind of stuff. And then that's how down the road you're going to bridge a gap. Because these people, when they start policing, they're going to understand the actual situation that these people are in, their day-to-day lives, what's really going on, not what they're told what's going on, what's really going on. And I think that's the only way down the road, that and holding people accountable. That's the only way that you're ever going to change it, in my opinion.
I agree. You know, we are at a critical point, and we have been for a long time. But the problem is, we used to have nothing to lose, and when we had a bad situation, we'd go for it. And we'd say that's because I have nothing to lose. And now we have a bad situation. We step back and we say, well, I have everything to lose. You know, do cops have the ability to roll up their sleeves? Instead of policing, you know, I always tell cops, you don't tell me how to public, and I won't tell you how to police. There needs to be a gap, and each bridge, you know, can be crossed starting with one small step. But what I've been saying for a long time is that as people evolve, police devolve. So as we, the human race, the people, the citizens of this country, we're racing for the answer. We want to believe in you. And I'll tell you one thing. I've been going out filming, and bootlicking is back, and it's better than ever. That place where I filmed that video where the guy ratted on me, that's Whitey Bulger's projects. That was America's most dangerous project building ever. It's one of the oldest in America. It was built in the late 1800s. And there's literally at every stop sign and at benches, there's wreaths and flowers. Normally you have that like when a person crashes their car. At friggin' stop signs and benches, there's memorials for all the people that get killed there. And even they are bootlicking. I see it everywhere in almost every video. Someone's like, what are you doing? Leave them alone. They're doing their job. It's not a job. They're not professionals. The judge just realized this. Pay attention. You know,
And that's funny. That's also where Josh's part-time job is. But that's for another day.
yes. But, you know, if the police are trying to catch up with us, then we're shortening the gap. But as we're evolving, police are devolving, the gap is getting bigger and bigger because the police don't want to catch up. They don't want to figure out how to close that gap and police through community involvement. They want to say, fuck, the people have gotten too big. The tree keeps going higher and higher and higher. Chop that motherfucker down and let's start from zero. even out of a cop's mouth, police are the largest gang in America. And I have that from dash cam footage from my conversation with a police officer in Indiana, where I played dumb. And I said, "Oh, your hat has a blue line on it. What's that? Is it like a gang thing?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's a police gang." I was like, "Oh, police have gangs?" He's like, "Didn't you know, dude? Biggest gang in America, baby." I was like, "Yeah." And I drove away. I said, "Did you fucking get that?" It's fucking true. Will it change? I don't fucking hold my breath.
The theory is, right, 1,000-mile journey begins with one footstep, right? You hear that all the time, right? Sometimes people just need to push that person into that footstep.
Well, I don't know.
If you lean on them enough, they have to take a step, don't they?
No, they're not stepping, they're falling right in their fucking face because they're being tased and crapping themselves.
For public safety, he says peace sign AFA. He can't be trusted. I don't know. Do you love America, guys, Josh?
What's up?
Do you love America?
Love America. America.
Right now, I feel like everyone, and then I could be wrong. We can take a vote on this. Everyone wants you to sing, God bless the USA, if that's okay.
I'm sorry, what?
Everyone wants you to sing God bless the USA. If tomorrow things... That one.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do, okay? Don't be a dick.
I have no idea what you're saying.
Sing the song now.
I will do no such thing. I would rather hug a cop than sing that song for you.
Great. That's exactly what I want you to do. Could you go do that tomorrow?
Stolen Valor.
I know, right? Where's Anna at?
She's in the back moderating and
by the way, when's Anna going to do another karaoke stream, man?
I've been trying to get her to do it. You want to do one tonight?
Should I do one tonight?
Everyone's asking for you to do the goddamn karaoke stream.
It's Sunday. I thought that's what we picked.
Sunday, bloody Sunday.
Sunday, bloody Sunday.
What?
Hi.
All right.
Hi. Sunday. Okay.
Don't you say hi to my friends.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what happened last time she said hi to your friends, fucking Chuck. That son of a bitch.
Chuck Bronson.
I know. God damn it.
She's got a little baby Bronson bun.
I know. She blindsided you on that one, didn't she?
Let me real quick. You know what she did? She said, "Hey babe, want to watch a Netflix movie?" I says, "Sure." She brings me down some popcorn. She says, "Hey babe, you want to see some popcorn?" I said, "Sure." She said, "Oh, isn't this a nice movie? You want a hand job?" I says, "Sure." And then right before the hand job, boom, she tells me she's pregnant from Chuck Bronson.
That's something.
Well, I'll tell you right now. If that baby comes out, no. Well, it might.
That is
yes, but if that baby comes out and says, "Hit that like button,"
yeah,
you're gonna know. You're gonna know.
Cut that umbilical cord. Only 20 more steps to go. Tell you guys.
Cut that umbilical cord. What?
Go away. Why are you here?
Yeah, so I second. Third string
Got
people.
that gas I gave you?
Oh my God.
Yeah, we're lighting this mother. I didn't start the fire,
but it is burning since the valor's been stolen.
Hey, no, seriously, is she? I know. See, you ready to do this? Hey, is she doing a show tonight or not?
Are you doing a show tonight? She says she doesn't think so. She doesn't want to do it. I'm not going to make her do it.
Wow. Oh my God. I guess she doesn't care about
her.
She could do an hour
one. She doesn't want to do an hour one.
I guess she doesn't care about her subscribers.
I'll do an hour one. You guys want me to do one?
Yeah, everyone's here. They'll fucking want you doing.
I don't know if hour one's long enough.
If
she doesn't listen, if she doesn't want to do it, she doesn't have to do it. But I can tell you right now, everyone in chat is a little upset, and I can't, be responsible for what actions they do. You know what I mean?
Well, only if Paul's going to be there.
Are you going to be there, Paul?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be there.
Wait, like I'll be in the house? Like you mean present?
No, you have to be present. You have to be on the panel and sing. What do you mean be in your house? No shit, you're going to be in your house.
I was going to be hugging a cop.
Oh, you gonna cut? You gonna videotape that shit? I'll tell you right now.
By the way, guys, I need everyone's help that's here. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna see a Banana. How many subscribers you got? Well, go fucking check and be useful.
God.
Hurry up, bitch.
Hey!
You hurry the fuck up.
Josh.
What?
Ask
What?
her to do laundry, and then when she says when she goes to do the laundry, say, "Oh look, my dishwasher's doing my laundry too."
My dishwasher already did the laundry today.
Yay! Has everyone met Mommy AFA?
746.
She's a bad motherfucker.
Guys, I'm gonna spam the chat. I got 90 people in here. That's Banana Rana's channel. There's 90 people. If everyone could go subscribe and show up tonight, we'll probably
We got 90 people in here, and there's only 73 likes. This is outrageous. What the hell?
I got 162 likes on mine.
Oh, okay. Well, no. Someone in the chat said 73.
Oh, because they didn't refresh the thing. Everyone, please go to Banana Rana. I just put that in there. We're gonna do it at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll do a Banana Lounge.
Yeah. Everyone loves Banana Lounge.
Mods are putting that in. Also, I'd like everyone to go to DMAFA Pranks. It's where we do prank calls. We've got Freeman, CH, and Ty. And now we just got around to calling some just random people. And the shit is hysterical. Not for nothing.
And you can't forget the AFA crew.
Yes. Yeah, the AFA crew too.
You know what I mean? You know what you should do? We should run a contest where everyone, like, of your subscribers, just for shits and giggles, has to go up and give a cop a hug, and they submit the videos to you to see which one is the funniest.
Well, maybe we should have them smack the cop.
Oh, no, I don't think that's what we should do at all. Actually, I mean, the reason I say that is because Josh doesn't have all the bail money for his subscribers.
Guys, I need $800.
Yeah. Could you imagine how many times you'd have to say that within a day?
I could get it pretty quick, I think.
No, I think you could too. Yeah.
Thanks, gotcha. All right, guys. So in the chats, you'll see the AFA crew link, the DM AFA pranks link, and Banana Anna. Please subscribe to all of those. Those are part of the AFA family. Kolakoi, big shout out, Kolakoi. Also, I would put Paulie's link out there, but he doesn't have.
I don't do that shit. I don't do that shit anymore, bro. I don't do that shit.
No, I've been watching. So what you've been doing is you've been in a lot of. Paulie's got a lot of friends in all different sorts of communities. So he's been out there a little bit. So pretty soon he's going to try and bring us all together and make us all friends, because we do have at least free speech in common. And then when that doesn't go his way, then he's going to flip the fuck out. He's going to rant. He's going to get his own channel, start talking shit. He'll probably turn on me at least once or twice, but then we'll be friends again. Then he'll invite Brian up there and he'll incite Brian to fight with me. Then he'll get the people that hate me on his panel that won't let me on their own panels, but they'll come on his panel, and he'll stoke the fire so we fight. Then he'll get to about 1,000 subscribers in about like 10 minutes maybe, and then he'll shut his channel down and just end it midstream.
No, that's not what I'm going to do at all. It hurts me that you said that.
Did you see the video I sent to the Tiny AFA circle?
No, I haven't even looked at it.
You need to go in there right now and look.
Oh, what did you do?
Oh, you need to go in there right now.
It's never good.
Oh, you need to go in there right now.
Is it the one where you're wearing the?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead. Play that. Don't put it on the screen. I don't know if we can play that. Let's see what he says.
So
what happened? What happened, Paul?
Listen, you and the toilet needs to stop having communications.
I'll give you guys just sound effects here. That's the reason that I stopped you today. Oh.
So gross. By the way, how would you all like to have a friend like that? Where like he literally will only answer the phone when he's on the toilet.
I remember. Well, he's like, "What are you doing?" And I zoomed the phone out like this so he could see me sitting there at the thumbs up. And he's like, "Jesus, you showed me your beef."
That's right. That's right. That motherfucker looked like Chewbacca in a headlock.
You know what I mean?
It looked like he looked like he had a 1970s basketball player between
It's
his
like
legs.
a piece of bubble gum stuck to a rose bush. You know?
Jesus Christ! I'm just saying. A weed whacker.
I was going for the whole Hitler's mustache thing.
You definitely had a Hitler's mustache for sure, but yeah, I mean it looked like a cherry tree.
It was for you. It's all for you.
So yeah, so 11 o'clock, Banana Lounge.
Nene Lounge, yeah, everyone be there.
Nanny Lounge, and Josh will probably try to cheat again. That's what he does.
I didn't cheat last time.
You cheated absolutely last time.
Oh, we need to break DMAFA Pranks is 8 away from 200, and we only opened a week ago. I need everyone to please go over there and fucking get us to where we need to be. Banana Anna has only got 747, so she should have some subs. So please go to Banana Anna and sub. Let's get her to 800. That's only 13. And let's get DMAFA Pranks to 200. That's funny shit. And oh my God, we did a call yesterday. The woman was like, "Is this Papa Jan's?" I was like, it's not Papa John's. It's fucking Papa John's. Like, it was fucking hilarious. It's probably.
Did you have fun? Did you have fun?
Oh, I had a fucking great time.
Yeah.
You're gonna join us in the next one?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think I could. Yeah, you know I'm good at that kind of stuff.
The woman said she spoke no English. I was like, sorry, we can't bring your pizza because like I'm all into like, animal rights and like, like fucking baby seals and kicking fucking puppies isn't great and like all that stuff's great. So we only have cheese pizza because we're not doing the whole meats thing. And she's like, okay, so is my pizza here? And I was like, yeah. Oh, what time? Oh, hold on, guys. So I was like, we just discussed this. We just went over all of this. She's like, isn't my pizza here? I was like, no, it's not fucking here. I got your fucking pizza. And she wouldn't say it. She didn't understand me. So I was like, no tengo carne nada, solamente queso. Señorita, por favor. And I said it to her in Spanish. And she's like, oh, wait, you trying to tell me now that you don't have no meats? Like, I gave you my credit card number and all that, and now you want to tell me you don't have no meats? It's like, bitch, you couldn't speak English 2 minutes ago. Oh, shut the fuck up.
You're no damn right.
You know damn right.
You're no damn right. You'll kick my dog.
You'll come to my house.
You'll come to my house and you'll kick my dog.
Guys, my buddy has a premiere coming out in 30 minutes.
Who is that? Who's your buddy?
YouTube Turns.
What do you mean your buddy? I'm your fucking buddy. What are you talking about, dude?
If you're my buddy, he's my bro.
What the fuck's that mean, bro? I'm not your friend. I'm not your friend, buddy.
Yeah, I'm not your guy, pal.
I'm not your guy, friend.
YouTube Turns is like my best buddy.
What the fuck does that mean?
Free the gang is what it means.
Fuck YouTube Turns.
What the fuck is that?
I had to hear you say it again. Guys, so YouTube Turns has a premiere coming out in a half hour. You just saw me spam the chat. I'm not going to be able to stay alive. I'll be able to stay alive, but not live for that long. But I'd like everyone to go there. I mean, maybe I should stay live that long just to
merge everyone over.
To merge everyone over. I mean, what do you guys think of the chat?
I mean, we could. Wait. He starts at what time?
He starts in a half hour.
I mean, we can bullshit before till then.
I did.
I mean, I can make fun of people for at least 30 minutes.
All right. Yeah, but people won't even go subscribe to a channel I tell them to go to. We have to. These people need to be led to the water to drink. My wonderful.
You know that old Josh. You know that old saying that you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. I always thought that was the stupidest thing because if you held that horse underwater, I guarantee he's going to drink it. He's drinking.
He's drinking and drowning. So you're trying to tell me that horse can't drown? Because if he can't drink, he can't drown.
Stupidest thing in the world, man. Oh, and another thing I hate what people say. What really grinds my gears.
Yeah.
It really grinds my gears. But is It's always the last place you look. No shit, Sherlock. I hate people.
It's like we have this conversation sometimes where like we do this stuff and like you guys do, we do the up here and you guys do the down there.
Right.
You know, like we're not going to tell you how to comment. You don't tell Paulie he's gay, even though he is. That's
You know what I mean? Oh, so I'm gay because you suck one dick and you're gay. That's bullshit, dude.
Well, I didn't know about that, but now we do.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. You're trying to confuse.
I'm going to be a master of disguise.
Hey, I heard that I heard you're the lead singer of the band, though.
These chicks don't even know the name of my band.
What?
My salsa makes all the pretty girls want to dance and take
Take
off
out the underpants, my salsa.
My salsa, 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 salsa. You know what I made for dinner tonight, buddy?
You know what?
Pan-seared flounder with a lemon piccata caper wine sauce.
Ooh, a capers. Mm.
And then I made Greek-style octopus. I got a whole friggin' octopus. Have you just sent it to my messenger? I'll put it on the thing.
Put on the
Greek-style octopus.
There's
and
an
then I
octopus
did
right beside you.
Dude, the octopus's mouth looks like a butthole, like it pitches. Who wants to see the octopus's butthole?
Who wants to see a windsock while you're at it?
Yeah, I can show that too. All right, send it to me. I'll show the pictures of the butthole and the food that I made tonight. What people don't know is I was actually I was a restaurant manager for a long, long time, like 10 years. But I started cooking. I'm actually very, very good in the kitchen. But Nene, did you send it to me?
Yes, I did.
On my messenger?
Yeah.
All right. Why don't I see it?
I don't know. You gotta open your eyes.
I see something of me making fun of Cindy that no one knew about until now. Has it delivered?
Yes, and yes.
I don't see it.
Well,
Yo, Banana. Like, what the fuck, dog?
Joshua.
Oh, Anna sent a photo. Oh, I found it. Oh, here's the butthole. Here's the here's the octopus's booty hole. Let's look at it. This is fun. So inappropriate. Wildly so.
It's head hole, isn't it?
Oh yeah, so that's his head hole, where his head was until I chopped it off. See that little area right there in the middle? Looks like a puckered booty hole. We love that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have this is it.
Hey, Anna.
Yeah.
How many times up to this point have you ever ate octopus?
Like 4.
4, she says. How many times before this have you eaten octopus not with me?
100% just with you.
Only with me. She's only ever.
How many times have you ate out of octopus?
How many times have you eaten out an octopus?
I don't answer questions.
But yeah, look at that. You got thyme, oregano, balsamic vinegar, some red wine, pan-seared octopus. Dude, fucking beautiful. Look at that.
I mean, it looks really good, but can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
If say I was to come to visit you, say I wanted to come to visit my friend Mr. Joshua Abrams, okay, and you was to fix me that shit, I would fucking be pissed.
No, we would take him to the place we ate yesterday.
What place?
Where they talked about the BBC.
Oh my God, guys. Oh, fucking, this was great. No, I would not make you that, buddy. If you came down, I would probably I would make my own sausages and I'd beer brought them. And
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I need fucking manly meat. I need fucking sausages. I need fucking steak. I need fucking, maybe you make me some fucking rigatoni, some, fucking Alfredo, something like that, maybe.
Alfredo's easy. It's heavy cream, mozzarella, and Romano cheese.
I know, but that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm fucking talking about. That's what I want.
Well, what about, listen to this. Last night, guys, we're at a restaurant, and we go in and we know.
I was about to say something real quick to the.
Oh God!
Oh yeah, it's the Anarchy.
Yeah, it's the fucking third string up this motherfucker. What's up?
Oh, thank you. No, come here. What?
No, I'm good.
Oh, now she can't take a joke. She's gonna be all about it. We were at a dinner yesterday, and we walked in, and we were the only white people there.
Congratulations.
Yes, they tried saying at first we couldn't eat there because there was a function, but they're like, you can't eat here. And then another nice lady came around and she let us eat there. And it was really not great food. It was like very like just plain. But this lady, for what, like 20 minutes? Get over here. What are you playing this out for? Get your ass over here. We're talking to the people.
Oh my God.
God.
So we're sitting there, and this lady is going on and on for about 20 minutes about how fucking awesome she is at every single facet of life. And then she's talking about all the things that she's done. Like and all the different licenses and all this great stuff she has. She's like, I got this, I got that. And she meant to say BBL. She goes, and I have and I'm getting she was meant I'm getting a BBL, so I'm getting a BBC. All of a sudden I drop my fork.
There's a bunch of men in that room.
I look at Anna and I'm like, what? Is there a BBC that like is like a license that I don't know about yet? And then you see like 9 black men, like, you know how like, oh my God, I'm so excited. That was great. Like the bar is being flooded, and the waitress comes over, and I'm like, yes, no, we heard that. By the way, I have a YouTube channel with like 20 million views, and we're gonna talk about BBC. So.
Yeah. By the way, did I ever tell you I once got VD in DC?
By NBA on the WBD on the
Was he with
T?
AFA?
Yeah, no, I was just getting down with OPP.
Who's down with OPP?
Yeah, you know me.
Every last homie.
That's right. Look at Anna right there. Look at Anna. So, turn to Anna real quick. My name's Anna.
You know what was great about the speech, though? The takeaway from that whole speech yesterday at that restaurant?
What?
They're only going to remember the BBC.
Yeah, they're definitely going to remember the BBC.
Yeah. She's not bringing anything to this fucking broadcast.
Don't be hating.
Turn back to you.
Okay.
I'm just joking, Anna. Oh my God. You know, Anna doesn't know how to take a joke, Josh.
Well, you know.
I mean, we haven't even cut to the video of her singing with her butt yet. So I really wish she would respect us a little bit more. I mean, I know that she's your lady.
I can't play the video of the butt because she is wonderful and I love her, and I will not play it for free. If people want to see a picture of her butt clapping, I need super chats. Okay?
I feel like
I
feel like it's at least worth a 20 spot.
Oh my God, it's her butt literally singing and dancing to its own song.
Yes, it really is. $20 super chat right now, and we'll let you see a picture of Anna's butt singing to a song. It's great. Classic Anna. And by the way, this video has not been modified one bit. Her ass actually has this talent, which a lot of people do not realize. I think it's a Mormon thing.
Yeah, it's definitely like undersold, overplayed, if you know what I mean.
Well, I mean, we'll overplay it for whatever amount of money we could get. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's called being an American hero, people.
It fits commerce. Okay.
Yeah. God bless America. You know what I mean? You have experienced and inflated ego. That much is certain.
Who's he talking about?
Who the fuck are you talking about, boring sandwich? First off,
what are you talking about? I think he's talking to DB Cooper. He's been arguing with DB Cooper throughout the chat.
Okay, I was ready to say. I know he ain't talking to us with the name boring sandwich.
Your ego is pretty inflated.
I agree with Beth Meadows on this though, and she's a subscriber and a membership holder. Anna's butt should have its own chat. I agree.
Me too. I was gonna say like it should be AF Anna's banana butt hammock.
I mean, probably could come up with a better name if we like regrouped and thought about that more.
Yeah, let's come back. Let's there's a lot to unpack with that. Let's come back.
I mean, yeah. Well, we need to sit down as a committee and have like a whole web.
Listen, a boring sandwich and DB are debating. We got 20 minutes until. By the way, link pinned at the top is for YouTube Turns. Everyone needs to go there for his premiere. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Work line. Work line.
Getting airtime.
And that-
Everybody's getting airtime.
And with $50, that's at least twice, bro.
Oh, I'm going to it right now. Let me
No, your PayPal.
look at her in
is
the back.
PayPal.
She gets on one video with accountability for all, and she's already slinging PayPals. You hush down there, woman. She needs $800. I've taught her so well.
I need 801. All right, come on.
Let's go to this video. This is fucking great.
Oh,
And I'm gonna send to work line the actual raw clips of it too.
Keebler wants me to smack you on camera. We're gonna need another super chat for the smack on.
Wait, you're gonna smack me on camera?
Well, if they super chat or PayPal me, then hell yeah.
Do you really think that for money
Yes.
I would allow you to
Yes.
assault me on YouTube?
Yes, get over here. Get over here.
That's true. I would probably do that. Let me go get this. All right, guys. This is where is the shorts? Yeah. Wait, can you send me on Facebook? All right, I'm getting it right now, guys. I'm uploading
Well,
it.
first off, you should have that in your StreamYard already logged in where you can just click it.
Oh, I should. You had to download it.
Yes, yes. So after this broadcast, do that real quick.
Okay.
So you can play at any point. You can just go clicky, clicky.
Clicky, clicky, bam, bam. By the way, DB Cooper and a boring sandwich. You guys want to come up and debate up here? You can do that.
Yeah, and we can judge. You can be judged by a committee of your peers, and when I mean a committee, just me and Josh.
Yeah, but not more than 2 law enforcement professionals.
That's right, professional. I mean tradesmen.
Yeah, trains, and automobiles. I'm waiting for this to upload. Oh no! Oh no! It's uploading. Hold on, work line. I want DB and a boring sandwich to come up here and figure this out. Okay, here it is. Here it is.
Here we go.
This is on the.
Here we go.
Not on the tube. This is not on the tubes here. Let me put the volume up.
This is a AFA Anna Banana Lounge exclusive content that you can only see here.
My bee barking blueberry. My bee barking blueberry. My bee barking blueberry.
So
Good.
guys, what is really great about this? Oh, wait, he says void other super chat. Leave my YouTube daughter alone. I don't know what to do right now.
Someone's gonna have to super chat to tiebreak.
My bee barking
I'm gonna keep
blueberry.
playing it anyways.
Yeah.
Frenzy. Wait, this isn't right, Paul. What we're doing here, it's just not right. It won't be right unless we turn on our camera and we dance with it. Here we go.
My bee barking blueberry. My bee barking blueberry.
Now, guys, what is really funny is this was done with the app Wombo. So here's the thing, right? A Food Toy actually sent that to me. So what the app will normally do is something like this. Like, I'll give you an example of how it should come out looking. Like, we did this to Late Night with 702.
I am feeling the effects of masculinity right now. I feel the testosterone. I want to go to war! I want a lightsaber! I'm a man! War! I am feeling the
Obviously, there was no mouth on Anna's pants, but she had leggings or Lulu LaRue's. She had busted a hole in her Lulu LaRue's. I know it's brand new. She busted a hole in them. So there was no place for a mouth, but the app automatically sensed the hole as a mouth. So it made the whole sing the beatboxing. Those are farts, yes. Now let me put the link in the chat. We got a couple minutes to go. We got 14 minutes until we send everyone over to YouTube Turns. So I'm gonna put the link in the chat. I'm gonna pin it. I'm gonna pin it. That's what I'm gonna do.
I want to know what love is.
Guys, link pin at the top of the chat right now is YouTube Turns Premiere. Go there, set the reminder. We'll send everyone over there when it starts. Right now, I'm going to pin the StreamYard link. I would like a boring sandwich and DB Cooper to come up and have their debate. We will moderate a debate for them. YouTube Turns says, my conscience is clear, AFA. Polly Work Lion, you don't burn in hell. Pray you don't burn in hell. The YouTube gods will allow it. They did look favorably upon AFA, and they're just starting to allow me back into their inner circle now.
Hey, Josh, do you know where DB Cooper's treasure is?
DB Cooper's treasure is from Without a Paddle, right?
That's right. Well,
Yeah,
that was an actual thing there. DB Cooper was an actual thing.
I don't know where his treasure is.
Yeah, the whole thing was he stole money. He got a plane. That plane, he jumped off the plane, landed in some woods, and they say DB Cooper's money is somewhere in the woods or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Without a Paddle was pretty good, and that was fun.
That was a great movie. That was a great movie.
And if DB Cooper could be Burt Reynolds, then DB Cooper is also awesome.
Wouldn't it be nice though? Like, do you remember Without a Paddle?
Yeah, of course. I just watched it a couple days ago.
I love that scene when they go up in like the trees and stuff. Wouldn't that be awesome just to be walking through the woods and like find hot girls up in trees living?
Oh no! You want to know the story of how the hole got busted? Shaking, but my hair stays in the same place. Shaking, but my hair stays in the same place. So here's what happened, and we're here to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the tooth. So Anna was walking down the street. She was walking down to Electric Avenue. That might not be the name of the street. That's not true.
Oh,
What?
It's Electric Avenue. Until Anna's pants got busted.
She busted through her Lulu's when she did a fartsy.
Oh no.
Yeah, so here's what she tells people. She says that they came like that. She got the Lulu's. They came like that, and she put them on, and when she put them on, there was a hole. And she didn't notice. That is a lie. Don't let her fool you, people. Look at the Lululemon. The hole is right where the butt cheek is. Ladies and gentlemen, she has a bootylicious booty. It's very juicy. She busted a hole in her Lululemon because she got a donkey. That's why.
Yes. They literally call her Juicy Caboosey around town.
Yeah, Juicy Caboosey. Well, listen, after a couple drinks in her, she's Lucy Caboosey.
Hey, oh yeah,
Yeah.
tutti fruity.
What?
No, but seriously though, I mean, clearly what happened was, and I'm just thinking outside the box. Clearly, she had a fart, right? And you know them Lululemoons are tight. They be tight.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So that bubble came up, and then that's just where it released, and that's it.
Yeah. That yeah. So it's really Newton's law. An object will continue to travel
Right.
forever until a greater force stops that object.
That's
So
right.
that fart traveled, and that object that was stronger than the fart was not her Lululemoons. That shit.
It busted out.
That is for Paul.
What are you talking about? We don't do that here. Okay.
Shame.
Shame. And by the way, it's not one finger. I told you 3 fingers. That's right.
What I will say is I'm realizing that $150 on this live stream just for Anna's ass. So please follow our new channel, AF Anna's Ass.
That's right. Again, that's under construction. That name is under construction. Again, I think
Oh,
we can
look,
come
here
up with
comes 702. Lulu
Oh.
LaRue's are comfortable. Here we go.
Yeah, I bet you.
She
I
knows
bet,
the
yeah.
person that made Lulu LaRue's. Here we go.
You know what? Go
we
ahead.
go.
I am feeling the effects of masculinity right now. I feel the testosterone. I want to go to war! I want a lightsaber! I'm a man! War!
She's a beautiful lady.
Wonderful. I love her.
Yeah.
If you want a picture of Cindy's ass, you know what to do. The button's right there. Oh, there. Sorry.
Wait, it's somewhere.
Cindy, if they send money, get ready to take a picture of your ass. So
Yeah.
I know you got arthritis, so have someone else take the picture. I don't want you.
That's right. That's right. And if you want to see a picture of Cindy on her sex swing, that's a $150 donation. $150 sex swing donation.
Well, Paulie, listen. A sex swing costs at least $300, and to get a load bearing wall so you don't go crashing through the ceiling, we're talking about $1,000 endeavor. I'm not going to get $350 in super chats to give YouTube 40%.
Wait. Cindy has a sex swing.
Oh, that's right. Forget the load bearing wall. We have a load bearing Cindy.
I mean, Cindy has one. Cindy has one. Yeah, she has one, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Baby got back, you know what I mean. See, look, Anna. Look, now Anna's self-promoting her ass, but before she was like, "Oh, stop talking about my ass."
Well, you know what, guys? It's clear that everyone wants to see my ass because everyone's mentioning it right now.
Yeah, shake it.
Actually, no one's.
Everyone's. Yeah, I
know.
No,
not one person. Not one person.
They all want it. Okay, if they all want it,
oh my god! Oh my! Oh my god! Not a dance video.
I only did it because everyone wanted it.
I know.
No! Wait. Was that for Anna's ass or for mine? I feel like a stripper. I feel so demoralized.
Art came in with a $20 super sticker for that ass.
Hey, I'm just saying, I got no shame. Fuck it.
Hit it, shake it. What? Oh, ladies in the house. Hit it. Glow stick. Okay.
Okay. We're done there.
So Josh is cheaper than Anna, is what Heather said.
Listen, guys.
Oh, he said it was for me.
That was for her? All right.
Oh my God.
Anna, get over here. We go. Get the music back.
Listen. That's the most exercise Josh got all week.
That's a fact.
Everyone, let's just calm down. We need to take a breath. We only have 6 minutes to go to YouTube Turns premiere.
We stretched it 20 minutes for my guy over there. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to hit the StreamYard links. We're going to go smoke a cigarette together. When I strip, and I don't care, Art, that was for me. That was not for Anna. That was for me. I received money. Most strippers get $1. I got 20.
I feel like I should be receiving that.
You are receiving it tonight. Tonight you're going to get oral pleasures.
DB said, Josh, never do that again. Your belly fell out of your shirt. Well, listen, it's a striptease. I mean, I got to show some skin for the people to get their money's worth.
I mean, there's always a critic. Always a critic
a critic of dollars. Hold on.
You know what I mean? When Chris Farley did his skit, even Patrick Swayze on SNL said, if it wasn't for me being way better looking than him and having a better body, he would have won.
Right.
So,
hold on a second here. All right. Oh, they're on the back.
Beep bop blueberry.
Beep bop and blueberry.
Bop, 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 bop.
Where the hell are my cigarettes? That's all right. We'll get another one. That's all right. Martin got a carton. Beep bop and blueberries. I left them on the trunk, and then the car went for a ride, and now they go. Did you do it, Paul?
Yes. I stole your ciggies. Mama just killed me.
So what I want to know is a boring sandwich and DB. We're both talking, and they're like, why not come up here and have a debate? Whatever they're debating.
Well, you know why? Because everyone knows you're the masturbator.
I am the master debater. That's true.
That's facts. Facts. Facts, people. Facts.
I'm very excited for this premiere. Starts in 4 minutes.
4 minutes, people.
4 minutes is when, and if you go to it, he's going to tell you how to start a small YouTube channel. He's going to show pictures of me doing illegal stuff, and there'll be celebrities whose naked pictures have never been released will also be released. Maybe not, but still go over there right now.
Doesn't he also have a one-on-one interview with Miley Cyrus?
Yes. You know what Anna said? No one sent anything to my PayPal when I uploaded that video, but they super chatted Josh money for the same video. That's because I'm not too proud to shake my booty. It's what God
No,
gave.
first off, it's because me and Josh aren't stupid. You know, I know how to get the people to bring in the dollars. You know, that's why I mentioned your ass. Josh ran with it because we're sync. You know, we're in sync.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, we are the band in sync.
We like to party. We like to party.
We like to party.
Yeah.
Party.
Yeah.
I love Lamp.
Are you just naming things in the room and saying that you love them?
I love Lamp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
Hey, Josh, can I sing you a song I wrote about you?
You got 2 minutes.
All right. I'm gonna find my baby, gonna treat him right, gonna have me some afternoon delight. Sky rockets in flight. Woo! Afternoon delight. Woo! Afternoon delight.
I'm back from the dead to tell you to never sing again.
Oh my God, he's back. He's back again. Guilt-free back. Tell a friend.
Did you just say guilt-free? Did you just combine his names?
Yes, that's because I'm talented, dude.
You are. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
I'm like Eminem of my generation.
Yeah, you're the songbird of your generation. Fact.
That's true. That's true. I think we have like 2 minutes. I think now's a good time to go ahead and send them over there.
Yeah, hold on. I'm just switching my devices here.
I love turtles.
Never again. Yeah, I did say I was never going to do that character again. Let me get the link here for YouTube.
I love turtles.
Can someone put YouTube? Oh, he put it. Heather put it in the chat. She's awesome.
Love turtles.
Is that the? No, I want the actual. That's the link. 2 minutes. Pin. Replace pin message. All right, guys. Everyone, please go to the pinned link at the top. I'm over there now. I'm in the chat. It says 3 waiting. I'm checking in. I'm writing hi. Everyone go over to that link pinned to the chat. Let me show you what it looks like. We have 1 minute. I need everyone over there.
Everyone over there. If you don't go over there, you're part of the problem and you hate America.
Yeah, you're not American if you don't go over there.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click.
If you don't go over there right now, you like North Korea and Russia. Pretty much is what we're saying.
That's a fact.
Yes.
Here we go. Oh my God, it's way at the bottom.
Unless you're Russian and from North Korea and you're subscribers to Josh, and then hello, we're glad to have you.
Yeah, glad to have you here. All right, guys, here it is. I'm going to put it on the screen. I want everyone over there right now. Let's do it. And then I'm ending this stream. Boom. I'm trying to go as fast as possible. Here it is. Everyone go over to YouTube Turns, check in. You'll see As If It's Your Business, late night, 5-speed. This is the channel. Everyone should subscribe. You should have more than 131 subscribers. Get over there right now. Oh, it's starting. 2-minute warning. That's the reason I stopped you today. Bye.
Bye.